going to teach you 3 methods to deal with your anxiety or panic attacks. Now, it's good to do a regular meditation practice. It's a nice thing to do. But when you actually have the anxiety or panic attack, meditation is not the right approach. I like to give an example of how people, when you're angry, you try to tell them to calm down, and they don't calm down. So you need to take time to acknowledge that you're having an anxiety or panic attack. So the number one for that is put your palms, if you have, chest. Some of my students have, heart palpitations. Putting your palms on your heart and saying, I'm having these chest palpitations, or measuring your pulse rate. All these things bring attention to that situation. If you're having butterflies in your stomach, putting your palm in your butterfly, right? So that helps many people. Again, you have to practice these techniques, right? Don't expect them to work the first time. The second technique is chewing gum. Chewing gum seems to have a good effect. There's something about the saliva or something like that. About 50% of my students, just paying attention, I recommend cinnamon flavor or mint flavor, and being aware of that, chewing and the saliva on your mouth and the smell, that seems to calm down people. The third technique I'm going to teach you is breathing through your nose and rapidly. So open your body up, like whenever you're having the panic attack, and then go fast, like you can literally feel that belly go in and out, and you're breathing through your nostril. And what this seems to do is, it seems to calm you down, and it takes away all those thoughts that seem to accelerate the anxiety. For most people, 5 or 15 or 20 seconds is enough. For some people, 30 seconds. In fact, your head will feel light, and that's telling you that you're doing that. Keep your mouth closed, breathe through your nose, almost like a steam engine. So these are the 3 techniques. First technique is pay attention to the symptom you have, like it's a heart thing. Put your palms in your heart and feel the heart palpitation, butterflies in your stomach. The second one is chew gum. Have some gum in your wallet or purse all the time. And then the third one is that rapid breathing, called breath of fire. Try out these techniques. Check www.meditation-magic for more information. Thanks. Okay. Most of us are here because somebody told us, hey, we have a stressful life and walking meditation will make the stress go away, right? And if anything, it's the opposite. When you practice meditation, your pain actually becomes harder because you're now paying attention to your pain, right? Most of the time, what do? We have anxiety attack, we eat, and then the anxiety goes away, right? If we have anxiety, then we'll run away, do something else, watch some TV or something, and that anxiety goes away. And meditation is this opposite. It's being aware of the crap that's going on in our life. So just go sit comfortably, stand comfortably, bend that knee just a little bit. And there's no magic to meditation except we are studying our mind. So keep your palms open. Be aware of the breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Be aware of the sounds, and your mind is going to go away. It's going to go somewhere else, and then just bring it back. There's a part of your mind that's thinking about what happened today, or what are you going to do after this, and just bring it back. Keep your eyes closed, open your hands, just relax. You don't want to change your breathing, just be aware of your breath. Just be aware of your breath. The breeze is feeling uncomfortable, acknowledge that. Okay, open your eyes, bring your hands up like this, and then inhale, and then exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So this is the basic practice, right? Being aware of your breath, opening your body. These are the two things, the more you practice, the easier it's going to get. Because what's happening is there's a whole bunch of nerves in the back of your system called the vagus nerve. It goes to every major organ in your body. And just by being aware of your breath, opening your body, it relaxes. And the more you do it, the better practice you get. Okay, so that's the number one lesson we'll keep talking about. Second one is bad things happen to all of us, right? We'll have panic attacks, we'll have stresses in our life. At that time, you can't say, calm down, right? Have you ever told an angry person, calm down? What does that do? It makes them more angry, right? So when you have a panic attack, when you get angry, right, the goal is not to calm yourself down. The goal is to say, I got this anger, right? I got this anger. So that's the key thing I want you to realize, just being aware of your mind. And that's all we're going to talk about in this walking meditation, is being aware. And why walking meditation? Why can't we do sitting meditation, right? So this was what I was thinking. 2008 is when I formally started teaching meditation. And I had some students who come every week, right? And they would never find the relaxation by sitting in the class. And they'll say new people come, right? The first time they come, they're relaxed. They say, Dr. K, I've never been so relaxed first time. And they'll come to me and say, how come this person came just once and he's feeling relaxed and I'm not feeling relaxed at all? And then I realized that everybody has a different way to center. And walking meditation is a very powerful way of doing it. There are two things about the walking meditation. First one is walking silently. So as we're going to walk, the only person who's going to talk is me. I don't care if you brought your best friend, your spouse or anybody, the goal is to be here, so don't talk to them. Second one is practice awareness. So go ahead, keep your eyes closed, keep your arms open. Okay, Susan, can you tell us what all you hear?
Birds.
Okay. Anything else?
Happiness.
What else can you hear?
I'm happy. I hear the birds.
Okay, good. What else? Can you hear the traffic, the motorcycles?
Oh, yeah, I kind of tuned it out.
See? This is what happens to us, right? I want you to gather around me. And I want you to see this water, right? Imagine if you could see the world only through the reflection, right? The first thing you see is the water seems to be moving towards us, right? But if you look at all the dirt there, what is it doing? It's moving up and down. It's not moving towards us. This is the biggest mistake we make with our life. We think our thoughts are us. The stories we tell ourselves is us. And we are not our thoughts. And that's what you want to see again and again and again. If you're miserable about something, it's because there's a story you're telling yourself to make it miserable. Okay? I've lost a very dear friend of mine. I'm still grieving for him. It's been a year, right? And I can make myself completely miserable because he's not there. The story I'm telling him, he's not in my life, right? But it takes only one thought to change it. He has made my life so beautiful. If he had not been in my life, right? So I think of those beautiful moments. But do you remember, there's nothing in my life, it's just the thoughts that I'm focusing on. Does that make sense? And I'm not telling you to choose happy thoughts all the time, no. But be aware that your thoughts are thoughts, that's all. And so every time you look at the water, say, the world I'm seeing is through my mind. And the world I'm seeing is through this lake. And a lot depends on that lake. Make sense? Okay. Silent walking, continuing. Go ahead, look at the water here, right? And we're going to look at the same water the other side. We all know it's the same water, but it looks different, right? So what are the two things that you're doing? One is the outside, right? The outside is telling you this is how my consciousness is. That awareness is so huge, right? And the thoughts are just a small thing in that awareness. That's the same thing with this water, right? I'm not telling you, hey, doing meditation is going to let those thoughts go away, right? The stories that you're going to tell yourself are still going to come, right? If you're angry with somebody, you're sad about something, the same stories will come again. But your choice, remember that brick story I told you, is to say, my mind is a freaking brick. I can't polish it. I'm not going to let the worries go away, but I can choose to let those worries go away, right? When anxiety comes, right, it's a call for action. You have to take an action for that. But then you play that same story again and again. Where does that end? Am I making sense? And that's all this meditation. There are two things, right? One is you're listening to the sounds. Look, your awareness goes all the way to the sun, right? Your awareness goes to the moon. It's almost infinite. It's colorless. And your thoughts are a small part of that awareness. That emotions and feelings, right? They're a small part of that. And the more, and that's all awakening is. Awakening is realizing that I'm not my thoughts. Okay? That's all it is. Now, am I an enlightened person all the time? Heck no. Ask my wife. She'll tell you, right? But do I come into a state of awareness? Right? I'm coming and doing this walk today. Why? Because at some level, I'm saying, hey, people are suffering. Maybe this is one way to look at it. This may not be the only way for everybody, but it's one way. Make sense? So as you walk, be aware of the sounds, be aware of the colors, and as you do that, then see that your pain, your thoughts, all that come in that perspective. And the more you practice it, I wish I can say, yes, it gets easier, but Susan will agree with me, it gets better,
Yes.
right? It gets better. same water, it looks so different, right? And if you can actually feel the warm air is coming towards us, right? This is the key thing you have to understand. Every time you're looking at life, right, go into that awareness space just for a few seconds and say, I got my stories going on. It's like that water, depending on the perspective, it changes. And if you do that for just a few seconds, every few hours, right, it's going to transform how you look at life. It's not going to solve all your problems. At the same time, it's not going to, make that. So again, take time to be aware of the space around you. For some of you, it's the space. For some of you, it's the sounds. Some of you, it's the texture of the ground or the coolness of your body. That defines your awareness. In that awareness, look at your emotions, look at your feelings.